Welcome back, guys. You're tuning in to Lions Den Investments and Reviews. My name is Casey. It's New Year's Eve, so hope you guys have a good one. Be safe out there. For today's video, I wanted to just talk about the blockchain, crypto market and the space right now and everything that's going on. There's a lot of news coming out. It's moving pretty quick and it's getting really interesting. So today I'm gonna talk about Theta. We'll start off there because Theta, guys, is hitting all-time new highs, and a lot of people are probably wondering, like, where we going next? As far as price, can Theta hit $2? That is a psychological level right now for Theta. So we'll dive into that, and then I'm going to cover the ETF for Bitcoin that the SEC is talking about filing here for 2021. So that's exciting news because that's going to bring a lot of cash and money velocity into the blockchain and crypto space here in 2021 if they go ahead and move forward with that. And then we'll give you an update here on the SEC and XRP case that is getting ready to start. And then I'll finish the video here talking about the stimulus checks a little bit. So getting started here, guys. Theta. At the moment, I've got a Fibonacci retracement levels here from going from the top down on our last peak at the very high, going down all the way down where we started. Okay, and so these are your different levels or your different zones in Fibonacci retracements. Right now, our next level of resistance, according to the Fibonacci retracements here, would be around like $2.18, okay? But if we go over here real quick, they talk about Theta. This is Cointelegraph, and they're talking about Theta has rallied vertically in the past few days, which pushed the RSI deep into the overbought territory, right? This has started a correction as seen from the sharp fall today. Now, I'm not really seeing that because I'm guessing this article is a few days old, but they do go on to say here, if the price does not dip and sustain below the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement level at $1.31, it'll suggest the traders continue to buy on dips. They anticipate the rally to extend further, okay? Obviously, you can see that's what's happening here. We're nowhere near $1.31. We're up here at $1.83 right now, okay? Like I said, all-time new highs. Now, they said if the bulls can push the price above $1.74, okay, the Theta USD pair could rally to the $2 psychological level and then to $2.40. So, if you guys want to know, can Theta hit $2? I believe we are heading there here really soon, and you'll see Theta hit $2, I would imagine, probably in the next 4 days. Okay, we are going into overbought on the 4-hour, but we still have some room to run here. We could go all the way up to, on the RSI, at about 83.5, maybe even a little bit higher. Okay, on the daily, we're already in a little bit of overbought territory, but I think there's enough volume here and price action going on within Theta to boost that a little bit higher. So that's Theta right now. Very exciting news, guys. I love Theta. And by the way, check this out. Yeah, who's got Theta, right? I want to give a shout out to my friend Greg. Okay, he's been a great support for the channel, and just helping me continue on shooting these videos. And anyways, he went ahead and gave me his shirt, and just kind of as a token of appreciation, because he's been in this with me basically from the start. Going back in like May. So I'd say basically from the start of the bull run. He's never actually been in a bull run before in the crypto space, so I've been kind of guiding him through and showing him how all this works. So it's really cool just to be able to help people, especially guys like him who are, pretty new to the market and have never experienced this before. So Greg, want to give you a shout out, man. Thank you again. Appreciate the support and everything that you've done for me, man. So, moving on here, guys, let's talk about the Bitcoin ETF real quick. They're saying a Bitcoin ETF could finally become a reality in 2021 after SEC filing from VanEck. Okay, the Bitcoin ETF could finally land on Wall Street in 2021 following a new application filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission this week by VanEck. All right, regulators have rejected numerous Bitcoin ETF proposals in the past, which is true. I mean, we've seen this before, including a previous application from VanEck in September of 2019. But a surge in Bitcoin to new all-time highs in 2020, driven by increased adoption from institutions, combined with the changing of the guard at the SEC. Talking about Jay Clayton now, he stepped down as of Wednesday, December 23rd, could improve the chances of regulatory approval for Bitcoin ETF. I'm not going to go into the whole article here, guys. I'll leave a link for the article in the description so you can check that out for yourself if you want to read through it. But that's big news. And I would imagine that's going to continue. You know, if they go through with that, you're looking at a massive amount of money coming into the market. Okay, the global money velocity moving around in global markets is about $98.5 trillion. So I would imagine this market, the blockchain and crypto space, is going to capture at least probably 15% of that. All right, and they'll do it through ETFs and stuff like this. So exciting news there. Let's go ahead and transition it real quick because I want to talk about the SEC and the XRP case. We have a virtual trial that starts February 22nd of 2021, and they're going to begin the initial phases of the trial. Okay. Now, one thing I want to let you guys know: if you're a holder of XRP right now, XRP is, or the company Ripple is talking about fighting this with the SEC. All you have to do is go back and look at previous lawsuits from the SEC with companies, you know, in the blockchain space and in the traditional markets who have always tried to fight the SEC. Guys, they end up losing. Okay, so if Ripple decides to do that, I would imagine that's going to be a bad move for Brad Garlinghouse and Ripple Labs, and it's really going to put a damper on XRP moving forward into the future. So I don't know that I just don't know anybody that's ever succeeded battling the SEC. If you guys know somebody who's won against the SEC, leave comments in the comments section because I'd love to hear that and see if I can't go out and find more information on people who have battled the SEC in lawsuits and actually won. But with that being said, you know, if you're investing in other projects outside of XRP right now, there's some things you need to know as far as what the SEC is looking for when they're going after some of these projects, okay? Because you're going to hear in other people's channels, you know, in articles and news, they're going to be talking about the SEC and this hit list of other projects that they're going to go after. So it's not just XRP. So there's 4 things really that I took from the Howey test. And if you're not familiar with the Howey test, just go out and search a Google search on Howey test, which is a case that took place back in 1933, I believe, where the SEC was able to basically deem what is a security on the U.S. stock exchange, and that case was very, very important moving forward for pretty much every lawsuit, you know, in relation to something like what's going on with XRP. Okay, is it a security? They're going to look at the Howey test for that. But the takeaway with the Howey test, guys, there's basically 4 things to look for in your project, and I'm going to let you know what those are real quick. Is the project centralized? Okay. Number 2, are the upper executives benefiting personally from, you know, price action of the token? So, like for instance, with XRP, you know, they did an ICO or a fundraiser, and you know, this is where XRP or Ripple Labs is going to get in trouble. Okay, Brad Garlinghouse and upper executives were taking advantage of the investor, all right, and benefiting and padding their own pockets. They made over $600 million from 2013 to now in regards to the fundraising on their ICO. All right, so ask yourself that question when you look at a project. Are the upper executives Number one, is the project centralized? Number two, are the upper executives benefiting from a fundraiser, due to an ICO? Number three, did they ICO? Okay, did they do a fundraiser? And then the last one, number four, is the coin, as far as use case, is the coin security? Is it used for security, or is it used for utility? All right. If you've answered yes to all four of those questions, more than likely the project that you're investing in is on the hit list for the SEC, and I would say the odds are against you, and the SEC will come after that project. Okay, so those are four questions to ask yourself moving forward when you're looking at projects. If you want to stay clear of the SEC. Now, if let's say you said yes to three of the four, again, the SEC is probably going to come after you, or after the project, not you personally, but after the project. Let's say if all of them, you're saying no to, and you've got one here, like, let's say you invested in a coin that's got a security use case behind it, right? But you said no to the rest of those, like it didn't do an ICO. There's no, the project's decentralized, and you don't have a group of upper executives who are benefiting off the sale of a fundraiser. The SEC they really can't go after you. I mean, there's a slim chance they might look into it, but those would be, the three major things that would, you know keep them from going after you. Basically, is if your project is not centralized, um, upper executives again benefiting financially, and did the token ICO, because the last one there was security and utility use case. It's really not a big deal with utility. Something like Theta, for instance, where you're looking at a utility for broadband. You're definitely in the clear with the SEC on that. Okay, and they didn't ICO either. So that's all I've got on the SEC, and the case with XRP, and looking at the checklist there for that. So I'll keep you up to date on what happens, and how we progress on that. But some of the stuff that's coming out, guys, right now with XRP, it's sounding more and more like Brad Garlinghouse and those guys with the XRP are going to settle with the SEC. I mean, they're not stupid. These guys are pretty smart. So I would imagine that they're probably going to try to save their butts here instead of going to war with the SEC. Because honestly, if they go to war with the SEC is going to destroy them. Okay. Um, Pivoting here, moving on to a different topic. Last thing I want to cover is the stimulus checks. I don't know if any of you guys have gotten your stimulus checks yet. I know I haven't, but if you do, I got a question for you real quick, and leave a comment in the comment section, because I want to know what you guys are thinking as far as like what you want to do with your stimulus check. Do you want to go buy new clothes? Do you want to go put it in a savings account and just hold on to it? What are you planning on doing with your stimulus check? Because here's what I'm going to do with mine. Anytime anytime the government starts printing up money like this and handing out free money to folks, know that there's consequences for that on the back end, okay? And that comes in the form of inflation, uh, specifically because there's more money in circulation, so the value of that dollar goes down. And with that being said, you do not want to hold on to US dollars. So for me personally, I'm trying to get my money working for me through my own print press so that I can battle what the central banks are doing as far as handing out free money. A lot of people are seeing this stimulus check stuff as a good thing, okay? And short term it might be, okay? Short term it might stimulate the economy a little bit, but most people, guys, and this is why the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, is most people are going to take that free money and hand it right back to the rich, because what do the rich own? They own all the companies, they own all the businesses, the services that are out there, products that you want to buy. So basically, what you're doing is just handing your money right back over to them. Instead of doing that, you might want to look at hedging against the inflation. Look at things like gold, silver, and the blockchain space, okay? Because just know this: if there's anything you can take away from 2021 as we move into 2021, and you're watching the central banks, print up more and more money, number one, they're going to have to double what they did last year because we're in a debt-based system. And with the debt-based system, the only way to keep the whole Ponzi scheme going is to print more money. So they're going to have to double, at least double what they did this year. Okay, just here in the U.S. alone, guys, I know we printed up about 12 to 13 trillion dollars in less than a year. So what do you think they're going to do next year? They're going to have to print up probably at least 26 trillion dollars, guys, and that's unsustainable in any economy. I don't care where you're at in the world. All you have to do is go back and look at the history between Argentina and Venezuela and what those countries did with their currencies. Okay, Weimar Germany is another one. Go back and do some research on history and what actually happened when they printed up money and gave away free money. But guys, that's all I have for today. Again, happy New Year's Eve. Hope you guys have a great one. Be safe. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Smash that like button as well. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. And with that said, guys, I will catch you here soon.